Well, I always grew up going to church, but there's an individual who changed my life. It was my first year as a wide receiver coach at West Virginia, and it was an individual by the name of Danny Buggs. And Danny Buggs is in the West Virginia Hall of Fame, played wide receiver there, played for the Washington Redskins. He now works Inner City Youth Ministries in Atlanta. And he was the team chaplain at the time, and we were playing Syracuse at Syracuse, and it was, I believe, a night game, and my old team, Central Michigan, was playing, and I elected to watch Central Michigan play and not go to team chapel. And so I got a phone call from him, and he said, "Hey, where were you?" I said, "Well, I don't know, I was watching." He goes, "You'll never miss again." And he changed my life. And tell you a funny story of team chaplains and again how God works. So my second year at West Virginia, we're getting ready to play the Pitt Panthers. It's a Friday night ESPN game, and it's Thursday night, and I don't know how Danny Buggs even ended up in my room. And so we're talking, and he says, "Butch, when you become a head coach, what's the first thing you're going to do as a head coach?" Nobody's ever asked me that. And I said, "You know what? I want a spiritual presence in our football program. That's the first thing, because you changed my life." We got on our hands and knees and we prayed. 4 weeks later, I became the head football coach at Central Michigan University and had no idea that that was even in the plans. You know, I was happy being an assistant and winning football games, and all of a sudden that happened. So I think, you know, just people come in your lives that change your life. And, you know, the other individual I mentioned was Calvin McGee, who is the offensive coordinator at the University of Arizona, who was the tight end for the Bucs that got me hired at West Virginia. The other thing he did was, when Brian Kelly became the Central Michigan head coach way back, I was an assistant. I interviewed for the job. I didn't get it. Well, Calvin McGee's the one who taught me. He wrote a card that said, "I pray for Butch Jones to be the head coach at Central Michigan." And he put it in his Bible. And 6 years later, those prayers weren't answered then, they were answered 6 years later. And he pulled out his Bible and he said, "I want to show you what I had in there." And so again, I think just, you know, you have to be consistent in your faith. And to sit here and tell you that I'm consistent all the time, I'm not. And that's something that I have to work on. And it's not just you pray when you need something. And you know, and that's something that I have to do better in my life.
For the men here tonight.